foreign buyer ban the answer to the housing crisis? Is it going to solve anything? Ban foreign buyers. Make housing affordable again. To pretend foreign buyers don't have an impact on Canadian real estate would be naive. But is it really the reason why housing has been so unaffordable for domestic home buyer hopefuls? Let's dive into it today. If you're new to this channel, I'm Stephen Hull, a realtor in Mississauga, and if you think housing is a human right, subscribe to this channel so you can stay on top of all things real estate. I'll discuss the three things when it comes to the foreign buyer ban. Who does this really affect? And whether foreign buyers are the reason for this housing crisis or if it's something else. And I'll share what I think, in my opinion, is the solution to the housing crisis. Canada is a safe and secure country to invest in. We have strong financial institutions in a great and diverse country that has rewarded many homeowners with great returns. In fact, 70% of the country owns their own home. If you look back at the historical prices, you'd wish you'd had bought as many properties as you could. But now, prices seem so out of reach for many. Should we apologetically make housing affordable for everyone? Should we ban foreign investment because domestic buyers deserve a better chance at ownership? Is home ownership a human right, or is affordable housing a human right? Because we are Canadian. In the last federal election, the Liberals promised to temporarily ban new foreign buyers over the next 2 years. This is to give domestic buyers a better chance at home ownership. Starting January 1st, 2023, non-resident buyers won't be allowed to purchase property in Canada. Is this the solution to our housing crisis? Housing has been a hot topic for the last couple of years, and it's been an easy scapegoat for politicians to put the blame on foreigners. Ben Myers, a Canada real estate advisory company, said, given that they can't vote and these bans are supported via the systemic racism that still exists in this country, anti-foreign buyer sentiment has gained political momentum. Let that one sink in. But is it really that big of a problem? In a 2017 StatsCan report, non-residents owned 3.4% of all residential properties in Toronto, and the property values accounted for 3% of total property values. In comparison, Vancouver non-resident owners accounted for 4.8% of properties and 5.1% of total property values. Foreign ownership is more prevalent in the condo segment. In Toronto, they account for 7.2% of all condo owners, and in Vancouver, they account for 7.9%. Another interesting note is that the median assessment value for non-resident owners are actually higher than resident owners. What this means is that non-resident owners are buying more expensive properties than resident owners. Now, maybe it's their investment, maybe it's their offshore bank account. Either way, they're bringing in loads of cash into our economy. We already have a foreign buyer tax at 15% and that increased to 20%. But to foreign wealthy investors, this is still a discount when they're deciding whether to buy property in the US or Canada. With the exchange rate, the Canadian dollar is still 30% cheaper than the US. If you account for the foreign buyer tax, you're still paying 10 to 15% less if you buy in Canada. Plus, who wants to invest in the States when their housing market isn't growing like it is in Canada? Research has shown that in the 4 provinces tracked, 1 in 10 condos and 1 in 20 homes have a non-resident owner. BC and Ontario have the most non-resident owners, and 1 in 10 non-resident owners have multiple properties. Now, this sounds like a lot, but domestic investors nearly account for 1/3 of homes in major Canadian markets. According to StatsCan, in Ontario, multiple property owners account for 31% of all homes. This sounds like a much bigger group than the 10%, 30% versus 10%. To think that foreign owners aren't contributing to the housing crisis would be naive. But to also think that removing this 10% is going to make housing affordable, it would also be naive. Think about a game of musical chairs. When you buy and sell, you're bringing a chair to the game and then you're just switching chair. When you own a home and you buy an investment property, you're taking up another chair. So you're taking up 2 chairs. How many people do you know own multiple properties? When people sell and don't buy another home, they're leaving a chair and they're leaving the game. When a foreign buyer buys, they're just taking up a chair and they didn't bring a chair to the game. The same goes for immigrants that are coming in as well as the first-time buyer. Or the couple going through a separation. They bring 1 chair to the game and they leave that and take up 2 separate chairs. The housing crisis is multifaceted and quite complex. There's many different factors at play. On one hand, we have historical immigration coming into this country and they're planning for that to grow. On the other hand, we're not building enough homes to supply that demand. Whenever a government steps in to try and correct the market, it never really kind of works out. Plus, there's way too many loopholes with this type of ban. If you're a visa student, you can still buy. If you're an international worker, you can still buy. If you're planning to move to Canada in the next 2 years, you can still buy. It just sounds like this kind of ban is all smoke and mirrors. So when Canada is on pace to bring in over 450,000 immigrants this year, and they're only building 250,000 homes each year, something's not adding up. Who's going to be left standing without a chair to sit on when the music stops? Or is the fight at the end for the last few remaining chairs going to cause the prices to come up? Is it the foreign buyers that account for at most 10% of the real estate market? Or is it the new immigrants that are coming into the country and the first thing they do is look for a place to live? Or is it the domestic investor that's taking up a third of the homes? Don't hear what I'm not saying. We need immigrants in Canada because we have a shortage of labor. The solution in my mind isn't to ban immigrants from coming into the country. It's actually quite simple. We just need to build more homes, bring enough chairs to the party so that most people have a chair to sit on and people won't be fighting for them. Do you think home ownership is a human right? Or do you think affordable housing is a human right? Yes, home ownership seems out of reach for many. In any country that has significant immigration, property values have been going up. Homeowners, do you want to see your investment grow? Or would you rather it to be a little bit more flat so that everybody has a fair chance at home ownership? Kind of like the US. Should home prices go up at the same rate as incomes? If you think banning foreign buyers are going to bring the home prices down, you might want to sell before housing is affordable for everyone. If you think prices are going to continue to go up because of the shortage of supply and the continuous increase in demand is going to cause the prices to go up, you might want to upsize in a down market and downsize in an up market. Got more questions whether it's a good time to buy or sell real estate? Book a free call with me on the Calendly link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at Mr_Sauga for daily real estate updates and deals. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.